Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. And it's pretty damn hard to have a bad day right now if you are an Hbar holder, because guess what? We have been seeing the ecosystem on fire lately. We have been seeing the price action brewing. And we are so damn close to a full breakout. We are going to be addressing it. We have been talking about it. The entire market looks ready to erupt. Guys, right now, things are getting very, very exciting. So let's dive on in. Let's talk about a few things. So the overall price chart, listen, I just addressed it the other day. It looks like we are ready to break that high from February of this year. I do have the full price chart over here. It's the first time that we are trading above the 3-day 200 EMA, which is that blue line, since going all the way back to April of 2022. And this is when we started to break down below it. The last time that we actually broke out of this was back in the 2021 high, the 2021 bull run before we went to all-time highs. So as we look at Hbar right now, as it's starting to peak above this, and we are getting close to breaking out of that 8.5 cent zone, guys, I think that we need to start preparing, because if we are going to break out of that 8.5 cent zone and we're going to target this 10-cent area, and we're actually going to break above this, which right now, like I said, Hbar is looking pretty damn good. Yes, there will be pullbacks along the way. It's not going to be a straight line to the top, but I do think that this is the start of something very, very beautiful. And I said it multiple times in this space, like as we look at some of these other charts, like here's the weekly, right? And I said this even in the Discord as well, in the Patreon Discord. What you want to watch for on a lot of these altcoins is when we start to regain EMAs and then trade within them and squeeze. And if we squeeze to the upside, it's going to be a major impulse. We just seen that on Hbar, as you guys do see on this chart. We squeeze between the weekly EMAs. This is the 10 and also the 50 weekly EMA that we squeezed between. And now, as we look at that 8.5 cent zone, it seems as though we're just going to target this next 200 weekly EMA. Now, this is at about roughly 10.5 cents. So this is where, we really start to get a little bit cautious, because we'll most likely have a pullback like we've seen back here when we start to have a major run up to the top. Now, even back here, we hit about almost 13 cents. I have been saying like 15 to 18 cents is going to be next on Hbar. So we still need to be cautious, because we could see something like this before we see those, high levels. And even then, again, going all the way back to the 2021 run, look at this. So we went to about roughly 12.5 cents, pulled back down to about roughly 7 and almost a half cents. Then we continued to gain momentum, hit about 16.5 cents, pull back down to about roughly 8, almost 9 cents. And then it was boom, breakout all the way up to about roughly 40 cents. So again, things can change very, very fast. There will be pullbacks along the way, but guys, I'm very excited to finally see Hbar starting to make some of these big moves, like we have been saying and mentioning for a while, at the same exact time that everyone was claiming, why isn't Hbar moving? Why isn't Hbar doing this? Why isn't Hbar doing that? And guess what? Now we're starting to see Hbar waking up, which is very exciting to see. The entire market has been waking up. If we look at the 24-hour span, I mean, guys, there's a ton of altcoins out there doing tremendous moves. It is something very, very exciting to see. Again, this entire year has been great for crypto. But beyond that, right? As we look at a few things, we need to start looking into the possibilities of Hbar doing the unthinkable. Now, as we look at Hbar and as we look at what Hedera has been doing, I do think that it could hit some higher valuations. We still need to make sure that we are taking profits along the way, making sure that we are de-risking ourselves as well, because again, risk tolerance and risk management is so damn crucial, no matter what amount of money that you are putting into these markets. Because again, this market is still very well in its infancy stages. It's very speculative, and we need to make sure that we are de-risking when the possibility is there. Now, here we have from Hbar Bull, and he's actually comparing Cardano to Hbar. And what's kind of crazy about this is, yeah, if we look at this market right now, You know, everyone wants to look at HBAR and look at the tokenomics and say, oh, HBAR is not going to do this. HBAR is not going to be, doing that. Right now, if we look at ADA, you have 35 billion tokens in circulation. HBAR is right around the same range, 33.5 billion. But look at the current price difference. ADA is nearly at 60 cents. HBAR right now, it's almost at roughly almost 8.5 cents. All-time highs here, $3.08 versus 56 cents. The total supply, HBAR has 5 billion more tokens. Market cap difference, almost a 10x from here for HBAR to hit ADAs. Look at the 10x, look at the 20x, and look at the 30x opportunities here. For HBAR to do a 10x, you're talking about roughly 70 cents. Now, like I said, and this post was just from the 12th, 2 days ago, you can see how fast this market changes. Right now for a 10x, it's roughly 81 cents. For a 20x, it's roughly $1.60 or so. And again, for a 30x, you're talking about roughly $2.40 now. But again, when we look at the market caps for both of these tokens, you could see which one is the better buy technically off of how much market cap is needed and the opportunity here. I've said it multiple times that HBAR could hit $3 to $6. Again, market cap wise, $6 might be too high, but $3 is achievable. But outside of this, the ecosystem, we have seen more updates. Like I said, every single day, every single damn day, it's update after update after update. And here we have from CENT. So, by the way, this is a great NFT marketplace. I don't know if you guys have been checking it out. It's a great exchange. Guess what? 400,000 transactions since the platform was launched. That's right. Very exciting stuff here. That amount includes unique listings, orders, sales, offers, updates, and mints as well. And we can actually see the last 24 hours, volume 66,186, wallets, active listings, market transactions, and even mints. But guys, they hit 400,000 market transactions. It just shows you how fast these platforms are growing and how big they are becoming as well. But also outside of that, 1 to 11. So they have this wallet. It's a Web3 wallet. They just hit 100,000 plus new wallet holders. That's crazy. And again, this is based around the gaming sector. I just love to see this. Listen, this is, again, another crucial thing to look at within the Hedera ecosystem is how fast these players are expanding, how big they are becoming. But also, big announcement from the Hedera team today. Spielworks, a leading blockchain startup bridging Web3 and traditional gaming, has received strategic funding from the Hashgraph Association to scale its business, foster collaboration, and drive Web3 gaming activity on the Hedera network. What have I been saying? Trends to watch for in this next bull run. AI, gaming, SocialFi, hell, even real-world asset tokenization. All of these pillars Hedera is building within. And this is a massive one. Shout out to Zepsi. He put out a post regarding this. The most bullish HBAR ecosystem announcement this week that everyone missed. Gaming on Hedera en route to Valhalla. Spielworks acquires Atomic Hub with the Hashgraph, meaning Hedera integration into a top Web3 gaming ecosystem, a top NFT marketplace, a top gaming wallet, first multi-chain wallet, and first multi-chain NFT marketplace. Check out this screenshot as well. Gaming on Hedera. Spielworks acquires the Atomic Hub NFT marketplace to bolster the Wax ecosystem and advance Web3 gaming. And we can actually see a highlight down here. Spielworks has built one of the fastest growing blockchain gaming ecosystems in the market, boasting more than 3.8 million signups and 65,000 daily active users. The ecosystem incorporates the Wombat app, doubling as a wallet, a crypto rewards platform, and a game launcher featuring more than 100 AA and AAA supported Web3 and mainstream titles, and the top 15 NFT staking game Wombat Dungeon Master, counting more than 1.5 million staked NFTs to date. And we see over here that they're a leading blockchain gaming startup bridging Web3 and traditional gaming. They announced on December 12th that it has received strategic funding from the Hashgraph Association, the Swiss-based nonprofit organization accelerating the widespread adoption of the Hedera network worldwide. And they are scaling its business and further developing the Web3 gaming ecosystem globally, utilizing Hedera's high performance and open source public ledger. The funding will foster collaboration in the space, increasing the number of Web3 gaming developers building on Hedera while unlocking new value for gamers around the world. THA, the Hashgraph Association, will facilitate Spielworks in its mission to create the gold standard of Web3 gaming. This encompasses a singular ecosystem for game distribution, publishing, development, and trading, where social status, value accumulation, and interoperability revolutionize how gamers play. THA will further enable Spielworks with support in areas such as business development, commercialization, technology development, and future funding, with the ambition of offering gamers the lowest transaction fees and further increasing the network utilization of Hedera. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I am talking about when I tell you guys that Hedera is I'm not even going to say it's becoming, because guess what? It is. Hedera is a top tier player in this space now. All we're waiting for is price action to catch up, because even right now, if we go to, the top listings right now and we scroll down, we can see that Hedera's in the top 30. I don't believe that it's going to remain in the top 30 for much longer, because what we are targeting is the top 20, top 15, and then we look for the top 10. Guys, Hedera's an absolute monster. And also, we've seen another big announcement. Charles Adkins was welcomed to Hedera as the new president of the LLC. This guy has a substantial background. We are excited to share that the Hedera Governing Council has today announced the appointment of Charles Adkins as its new president, bringing him a wealth of experience in Web3, as well as in finance, government, and renowned consumer brands. Guys, when we look at this guy's background, check it out. He had executive positions at Aptos, Polygon. He was in marketing leadership at Nike, Red Bull, Walt Disney, and even held roles at the US Treasury and Morgan Stanley. You can see a quote from him here. Hedera's approach to governance and relationships with some of the world's largest organizations has put them in a great position to be the DLT of choice for the largest use cases requiring scale and security. We are thrilled to have Charles join our executive team and are beyond excited to see how his enthusiasm for the network and its ever-growing ecosystem of enterprise developers and use cases will further accelerate global adoption of Hedera and Web3. Guys, I just keep telling you, it is never a boring day with Hedera. And we even see here, I've always been very interested in the Hedera protocol and the technology, but equally, if not more importantly, in the governance model and the impressive Global Governing Council. Over the several decades that I've been in technology, I've seen that enterprise and government adoption holds the promise to enable the use of new technology by the masses. Hedera's approach to governance and relationships with some of the world's largest organizations has put them in a great position to be the DLT of choice for the largest use cases requiring scale and security. Again, when we look at what's going to be happening to Hedera going forward, I want you all to understand that this is what it looks like. When you become a top tier player, a blue chip, this is what it looks like. Like I said, we're all just waiting for price action. The chart looks insanely bullish. I've been talking about this and I'm addressing it for a while now. And I even said, while we do this down here, make sure that you are accumulating. Because when we start to do this, you're going to wish that you bought more down here. Everyone will always complain that the price is doing nothing, but they sit there and they don't add at all. And then when something starts to break out, they always ask, is now the best time to buy? And although right now we're at significant resistance, right? We could still see a pullback. And a pullback right now, a healthy one, if we are going to see one, would be us tapping back down to about roughly the 7 to 7.5 cent zone. If we don't get that and we continue to rise, we could still see some of these levels down here. So don't act like it's too late to buy HBAR or anything like that, because we still might see a tap, like I said, of like roughly 8 cents, 7.5 cents, 7 cents maybe. But you had a very long time to accumulate this thing. I even said it, right? Like once we seen some of these levels being tested, I mean, you had roughly, we'll just go to like roughly the November timeframe, 533 days to accumulate this. So again, it's so crucial to understand what you are holding, what you are buying. Doing your research beyond what I am talking about is so damn important. Make sure that you understand what's happening here. Make sure that you are looking over everything. This is why I say, you know, HBAR could be a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x opportunity run. Because when we talk about the top 10 going into this next cycle where we could hit $5 to $7 trillion for the global crypto market cap and even higher, if HBAR hits the top 10, which in my opinion it does, you're talking about a market cap of anywhere between $50 to $100 billion. And yes, I do mean $50 to $100 billion because I think that in order to get to the top 10, you're going to have about roughly $50 billion in market cap because of how much money is going to be in the space. I could very well be wrong, but that is my best guess. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.